Good Lord, dude.
Thanks.
My sponsor this hour is Petty's Meat, State Road 434 in Longwood, just west of I-4, same place they've been for the last 40-plus years.
And don't let that name Petty's Meats fool you. They're not just meats. They are everything from appetizers to desserts and all the goodness in between. Even if you just want to stop there today for a sandwich, nice, delicious sandwich, more affordable than going to a fast food place and definitely healthier. And it comes with chips and a pickle.
They're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. Worth checking out, even if it's a little bit of a drive for you to Longwood. Please go. You'll be hooked as a customer for life. I know I am.
Yeah, me too. And then Saturday, they have their beer and wine event.
Every Saturday, they do that 1 to 4 free events. So thank you, Petty's, and we'll look forward to hearing more from them during the meat report tomorrow.
That's a good excuse for you to go to Petty's and check them out in general. Go to their wine and beer event.
Let's begin Tech It Out with this, an apology. Bill Gates has admitted to affairs with Russian women and apologized for his Epstein ties. We're seeing this movie a lot these days.
Yes, we are. Who's the other one that's floating around?
Which one?
You know, the one I was showing you earlier.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, there's several photos of Hawking.
Well, he's no longer with us.
I know.
Bill Gates has admitted to making huge mistakes by spending time with Jeffrey Epstein, but he did not say it publicly, but rather during a town hall with staffers for his Gates Foundation. He apologized for hanging with Epstein, but added that he, quote, did nothing illicit and saw nothing illicit. Then he went on to say, to be clear, I've never spent any time with victims, the women around him. And then he claimed that he's never been to Epstein Island.
Okay.
He did admit to having affairs with 2 Russian women. One was a bridge player, the other was a nuclear physicist.
I guess when you're Gates, those are the kind of women you go after. A bridge player. And a physicist, you know, because you're just so up and above everything.
No wonder Melinda kicked him to the curb years ago.
Mm-hmm. Is he still with that other one? Remember after Melinda, then he had the...
I really don't keep up with Bill Gates' love life. I can't answer that, to be honest with you.
I just remember we kept up with his life when we talked about who that chick was when it all surfaced back in the day.
The more tech starts to seep into our lives and invades our privacy, the more people take steps to resist it. Look at this new app called Nearby Glasses. That comes into play here. The app is able to scan for Bluetooth signals that can warn users that someone wearing smart glasses might be a little too close for comfort, known as glass holes.
Uh-huh.
Now, smart glass tech is becoming more sophisticated, and Meta is even working up a way to incorporate facial recognition into them. Think that way someone wearing them would be able to find out all kinds of intrusive information about you just by looking in your direction.
Wow. That is very scary.
Yeah. So, Nearby Glasses will detect when somebody's got those in use.
I know. You're shaking your head, and that's all you can do.
Parents across the country, parents of teenage students were asked, how much do you think your sons and daughters are using AI for schoolwork?
Was it percentile?
About 50% of the parents think that their kids aren't using it at all.
That means 50% think.
The real answer lies in what the 1,500 students that were asked the same question. 2/3 of them are using AI in some way, shape, or form to help them mainly with assignments and homework.
See that? These kids, and I don't mean to sound like the old man, get off my lawn, but these kids, but hey, listen, we had to use encyclopedias, and we had to go to the library and search microfiche. They got it easy. You know how hard we fought to make it through high school,
This
Pat?
is coming from the guy who just plagiarized and just directly copied from said encyclopedias.
Okay, but at least I used them. These were the encyclopedias that my oldest brother allegedly stole in bags of dog food from a WD back in the day.
I remember when Winn-Dixie used to... Encyclopedia Britannica. If you spend X amount of money in receipts, you get, You get A through F, and then
exactly, and then you'd get G through M. But my oldest brother, very intelligent individual, would stick encyclopedias. Meanwhile, people are stealing beer who work at the store, or stealing meat or whatever. He's stealing encyclopedias in bags of dog food. Yeah. We didn't even have a dog. The manager goes, God, you have a lot of dog food. Because he just, ripped the dog food open and said, oh, this one was ripped too. Can I bring it home to the dog? Yep, sure, you could buy a discount, and he'd have 4 encyclopedias in there.
I think the last time I went down to visit my mom, I noticed she still has her set of encyclopedias.
No way.
And I wanted just to say to her, hey,
let's get rid of those now so I don't have to later.
The conversation that would have ensued with that. Well, you're not going to need those. That's just you're not going to need those.
Somebody said, remember the Dewey Decimal System. Yes, I do.
You'll have to find your library book. Discord has announced they are postponing their age verification rollout after the ration of you-know-what that came their way after they announced their intentions. The news was received with the heavy backlash from Discord users. In a post this week, Discord's co-founder claimed that over 90% of users will never need to verify their age to continue using Discord exactly as they do today. He then, however, added that the global rollout is being delayed nonetheless till later this year so they can add more options when they do indeed require age verification. Okay. New to Orlando, Waymo driverless taxis are now in effect. Orlando is one of several new markets that Waymo has rolled out their driverless taxis in. If you've traveled around the country, you may have seen these things in some of the bigger municipalities. Well, Orlando and Miami are now among the groups and cities that have these options for your transportation.
Yeah, remember we saw Buddy Dyer pimping it on the news.
Yep.
Waymo.
Yep. Audible is introducing a new feature called Read and Listen, allowing you to read your book while you're also listening to it. Like when you were in 3rd grade and you just follow along as someone else read to you.
Uh-huh.
They say this feature was widely requested, and there's a reason. It's supposedly a more immersive way to enjoy a book, where readers can boost retention and comprehension. Yeah, it makes sense. Your mind can wander as you're reading or listening, but if you're doing both, you're locked in. Read and Listen is not available widely yet. It's being rolled out to select users across the U.S., so it may take some time before it arrives to you, but you're also going to need to have both the Kindle ebook and audiobook versions of a title to make this work.
Uh-huh. So, there it is. There's the dollar signs. And, when it's the Audible and you're listening to it, it's always a sexy voice in the novels. Uh-huh. That keeps your attention right there.
Major League Baseball has been testing the automated ball and strike system, but this is the year that it's finally rolling out to every Major League Baseball park in all the games, including playoffs. So far, with it being used in spring training this year, where teams are given 2 challenges per game, and as long as you get the challenge right, you challenge a ball or a strike call by the ump. If it's right, you retain the challenges. Spring training has just got underway, and teams are nailing umpires left and right. And almost every time the automated strikes is overruling the umpires, and they're getting frustrated as hell. So it's going to be interesting to see how much this actually slows down the games. It's not supposed to, but
how long until you just get rid of the umps and have just this?
That was talked about.
I'm sure
that was definitely talked about. So. And else? Well, let's end with this. Coming up on, Saturday, we got a planetary parade that's going to light up the sky about 30 to 60 minutes after sunset. If you look towards the western horizon, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn can be seen with the naked eye. They'll all be lined up. Now, keep in mind several other planets, including Neptune and Uranus, will require binoculars to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all go ahead and write your own jokes there at that Uranus deal.
101.1 WJRR. Orlando's rock station.